Al Graham for the Coronado Clarion, KPXC Radio, the only pirate nuclear radio station on God's green earth. There's a flashback.
No, that's not Jim Morrison. It's David Brock who plays the lead role in an upcoming rock opera based on the life of the late Doors singer. It's produced by Alan Graham, husband of Morrison's younger sister Anne. MTV Music Television visited a dress rehearsal in Los Angeles where Graham described what the Morrison rock opera is all about.
It's a very upbeat analysis of Morrison, if possible. It's got a few heavy, few poignant, little introspection in there, but basically it's an up story about rock and roll and the 60s.
The Grahams believe no one has told the truth about the real Jim Morrison. His sister hopes the rock opera will help fans remember him as she does.
I want Jim to be remembered as a poet, a singer, a chronicler of the times of the 60s, and of a warm and humorous and a loving person.
In Los Angeles, this is Dave McQueen for MTV Music Television.
Boy, those were the days. So, welcome to Al's Kitchen. Today we're in these days of hardship, poverty. We'll come up with a couple of good ideas. We get fruit distributed by some very nice people in the South Bay who give us free fruit, and we turn it into jam, and I make all kinds of things with it. For example, all you gotta do is boil down some apples. You got applesauce. Make some tortillas, put honey, little almond, little honey on them. Make a carrot cake, that's what I do. By the way, always, and I mean always, have a good stew on the boil, all the time. We call it scouse, but it's more than scouse. It's scouse with steroids. It's got everything in it you can imagine. And then I'm going to show you how we do it. So, what the hell are you doing? I don't know what that music is, but I guess we'll let it play. So, regular tortillas. You can always find everything here that I'm going to do on sale. Regular tortillas, deep fry them, little honey on them. Tortillas, fill them with that applesauce I made. Just simply a piece of that carrot cake I made, and I'll show you how to do that. A little apple on top of that, and fruit. Wait a minute. That's a lot of bloody interruptions there. There you have it. Oh, it's come, I said here, it comes out over there. Itzy's a blind dog. Took steroids. All right, so you got your tortillas, whatever you can do with them. Half-shell tortillas. I always make a little homemade jam with the fruit I get. Honey and crushed almonds. Throw 4 in the oven like that. Just don't core them. Just throw them in. When they're done, put homemade fruit and honey and crushed nuts on them. Simple thing here. Take just say crushed tortilla in a bed of applesauce. Delicious. Take some nice sweet cornbread, 3 or 4 carrots, some blueberries. Mix them all up together, grind them down, of course. Make the delicious carrot cake. Go to Vons. See that cake there? It was $15.70 on sale after Christmas, $4. Fresh as the day it was born. All right. Day-old bread. Don't go to the bakery and pay through the nose. Every place has got day-old bread. It's not bad, not a little bit different, but not fresh, but not stale either. Take that, grind a little Parmesan on it, put it on there, put it in the oven, delicious snack. Look at that cake. $5 for a big cake like that. Huh? To top it all off, I like to take some, whipping cream. Just shake it up like that a little bit and put it on one of the desserts or one of the apples there. I think I'm going to do one of the apples because I love me a baked apple, an uncomplicated baked apple. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm not going to do it now. Don't forget, corn, look at that. A little box of sweet cornbread, some blueberries, some carrots, and whatever else you want to throw in the cake. Mix it all up, put it in the oven for 35 minutes. Delicious. Somebody's knocking at my door. Anyway, that's Al's kitchen. It's a bit rough, but stop it. The whole idea is always to have something on hand that you can whip up for a snack for yourself or the other people. I do this mostly to feed people who are, and I'm not talking about homeless. Don't get me wrong. I don't do the homeless. The government pampers the hell out of them enough. I do working people who live in a car, come home, pay their taxes, don't get welfare, don't get anything. Got a little dog sometimes in the car, they live there. So I like to make them a meal, simple meal. But you can do it yourself, don't forget. It's tomatoes, onions, fry them up together. Get some inexpensive bacon, chop that up, fry that all in there. You got yourself a nice little, it's a side meal. Put some mashed potatoes on there, put some whatever else you want to do on that tomatoes, onions, and bacon dish. It's how you can make a pie out of it. Do whatever you want with it. Homemade stuff. When I was a kid after the war in England, there was no meat, not even horse meat, because the horse meat went for the horses. They took them, across the water to Germany and used them for transportation and whatever. And so there wasn't even that. We had lights, which means the guts of stomach, pig stomach, tripe they called it, or brawn, which was the worst. That was cow brains and gelatin. Oh, it was gritty. Anyway, take a cabbage, boil it down, got a great soup, and then mash the, fry the cabbage and put the bacon in, what I told you about that. And there you have it. So simple dishes, right? After all, one time, my mother made a vegetable meatloaf. And we all went, what? Carrots, peas, everything you could think of. A little bit of salt, a little bit of HP sauce. Fucking delicious. I mean, it was lovely. It was like, whoa, I learned to eat vegetables. I used to hate turnips and carrots. But when she put it in that little meatloaf and then put, I think we even had some, dripping, which was the fat from a roast, heated up with a little chopped in meat or bacon, and it was the most delicious breakfast sauce. And there you have it, not to mention salt fish, soaked overnight and fried in the morning. Holy God, with a bit of butter. No, it's boiled and then put on the plate with the bacon, the eggs, the fried bread, and a piece of codfish, dried codfish, salted, a little bit of butter. Oh, heavenly. And there you have it. Al Graham for KPXC Radio, the only nuclear-powered radio station on God's green earth, trying to give a little tip, trying to offer a few little helping tips so you can save some money in this most expensive world today. Jesus, God, food's gone up like 5 times. So people are struggling, and this is one of the ways to do it. What's your way?